And I'll pick on Deimos since Ludwig can't talk right now. At least all that
Yeah.
well.
Last I remember, we were in an underground cavern,
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
and we went into we went in there. There were some necromancers, or I guess spirits. Not whites. You said they weren't. They were specifically not whites,
Yes.
which I think is kind of racist. But um,
Beautiful.
I'm kidding. But so we went there to stop whatever was causing these earthquakes,
Mm-hmm.
and we went down to the basement because that's where it was coming from. Ludwig fell through the ceiling somehow. Oh, he fell to the floor because he was going ethereal form and hurt his head
Mm-hmm.
in one of the earthquakes, I believe. Also, now Deimos and Ludwig are going through the. How do I best describe this? The floor? No, they're walking through the lower level.
Yeah. What was their laboratory, which you have seen the laboratory before, mind you. You've been in the basement, is now a bit of a labyrinth. Shadowy
Mhm.
labyrinth. And you fucked up my bone claw, you asshole.
Good.
And the Macrosians almost fucked you up, but you managed to kill, I think, one of them along with the bone claw.
I think we did.
No,
And you have
the Necrosians are behind the door.
yes, there's
Yeah.
one left, and it's standing between you and the laboratory that Aricia and Solani had been taking refuge in. So, a floor coated in blood, and a door been shredded through, with the Macrosian that's left still slashing away at it. What are you going to do?
That's a damn good question.
Well, because I'm
Did
still
we?
in Stroheim form. Um, are we still? Or did we roll for initiative? Or
I'll say initiative ended for that fight because this Macrosian is not aggressive towards you. It's just going ahead and clawing away at the door for some reason.
Mm-hmm. Valid.
mm, so we need to get through the door, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Can I make an athletics to rip the door off?
You can definitely do that.
26.
Okay. Along with doing your athletics, which you do genuinely rip the door off of its hinges, make me a wisdom save as well.
Oh god.
It's better than a 0. 13.
Okay. As soon as you rip the door off its hinges, although you can see through the hole that was already in the door, a flood of dark fluid like energy just comes pouring out over you, the Macrosian, and Deimos. One, you made a 13. Deimos, you give me a wisdom save too.
Yep. I saw that coming. Hold on. I just have to. Which page is on my thing? That's a nat 2.
That's no bueno.
No, it's not. I don't want us.
So you both get shoved back towards the edge of the corridor that you had just come around. So basically, you got hit with a flood, more or less. And the entire uh, kind of hallway fills with the enraged screams of what sounds like a woman, but what also feels like it feels like someone you know has just been ripped limb from limb, and you have no idea why. Like An immense despair just washes over all of you.
I wouldn't know them.
No, but you still get the feeling, which is problematic. So, good observation.
System does not compute. Scanning for targets.
So I don't think I saw them, right? Or
What do you mean?
like to attack wise.
I'm
Or
confused.
Can we see the Necrosian now?
No, the Macrosian looks like it has disappeared, actually.
That's what I was trying to get, yeah.
Let us move forward, Mayor Greyhorn.
Yes, let's do that.
I shall
don't
lead
know.
the charge.
Okay. I am unsure of where to go. Exactly.
I mean, there's forward. There's always an option.
This floor, did you say?
There's
Stroheim
forward
is gonna
the
move
door.
forward with his great
Oh,
axe in hand.
I knew they went through the wall. Okay, fine. We'll go through the door.
Oh no, you didn't go through the wall. You just got shoved up against the wall.
Didn't they go through the wall? Okay, I'm
The Macrosian?
Can I
Yeah.
can
No,
I
the
plan?
Macrosian just disappeared.
Can I use a acrobatics check to kind of like prep for a slash?
That's just a held action.
Yeah. Bracing yourself is it's an action. I'll let that happen. That's fine.
So do I gotta roll for it or?
No, you'll just I'll say you have half damage, like an uncanny dodge, from whatever comes in if you get ambushed.
Sounds about right.
Alright. So you're heading through the door,
Yep.
and you can still tell for the most part. Give me a perception.
It's a 10.
I got a 3.
Although you're leading the charge forward, for whatever reason, you are turned around and walking backwards and staring at Greyhorn.
This is not the right direction.
And
Sir,
you
where
are busy
should I
staring
go?
at him. Well,
Sir
this is an interesting
Greyhorn, where do I go?
I believe we go forward, not backward.
I see.
It is. I
shall
know it is a
move.
bit difficult sometimes.
I shall move forward then.
All right. You both proceed forward, and that feeling becomes stronger and stronger with every step, along with the darkness that was surrounding you appears to dissipate. You can actually see within this room. As you walk through the door itself, you feel like you walk through a threshold, and you do see that there is a bloody and battered woman laying face down on the ground, clutching very hard to a large staff. And it looks like beds have been slung around the room. The glass has been cracked into the Macrosian's previous enclosure, and Solani appears to be missing.
Oh gosh.
What now?
This does not look good. Solani's missing,
Mm-hmm.
and there seems to be. Great. Is there anyone or anything that would leave evidence as to like a direction where people were headed?
I mean, there is a lot of blood all over the floor, so it's hard to tell for footprints. But you do see. Give me a survival check.
Yeah. One of my good stats. 16.
16?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got a nat 20 plus 1.
Beautiful. Between you both, you notice that there are distinct footprints scattered throughout the blood. It appears as though it's not just blood, it's been mixed with a black fluid in a large puddle. The blood looks like it might have been Aricia's, who is laying face down on the floor. You can't quite tell if she's unconscious or not by your positioning. But you can tell the Macrosians did definitely rush out of the enclosure and attack her. However, something else appears to have run into the room. And you can see that the tracks lead to one of the beds. And there seems to be some kind of struggle, after which the same tracks leave alongside the Macrosians. It looks like maybe boot prints.
That's interesting. Blueprints. Is there... Okay. And we know the direction they were headed?
It looks like they would have passed you, which is rather strange. You didn't see anyone else besides the Macrosians.
Okay. Okay.
Although you did see a lot of dead bodies.
We did see that.
I want to check to make sure she's alive.
All right. Give me a medicine.
4.
You can't tell if she's awake. You can tell she's breathing. That's about it.
That sounds about right.
You want to inspect anything else in here?
Oh, I don't know much else about this.
Okay.
Deimos was never the smartest boy.
Not to worry. Aricia coughs, choking up blood all over the pale white dress that she had. It's kind of morbid to see, a graceful high elf in this kind of state. Not much really puts them down. She looks like she can barely move, if at all. She lifts up her face, and you see that her eyes have been completely gouged out of their sockets, as well as her back appears to have been torn by a giant pair of claws.
Mm-hmm.
If only I was Ludwig again.
It doesn't...
Hit you on the head if you want that.
Who is there?
Who is there? Is Deimos?
The Minotaur?
The Minotaur.
They came and took my daughter.
What? They took her. Where?
I don't know. As soon as they rushed in, the creatures in the enclosure became savage, and something I'd never seen broke out from the enclosure with them.
This is dangerous. Do you know what it looked like and where did it go?
As soon as the men charged through the door, all I could see is that something with a very large pair of claws grabbed the back of my head and forced its fingers into my eyes.
Oh, shit.
I would like you to change me back to Ludwig, please.
Yes. I need intelligence for this. Hold on. I'm gonna bonk him on the head.
Okay.
I don't want to do damage to you. I just want to bonk your head.
It's going to be an unarmed strike. You got to hit him hard enough that it, pops him back.
Let me just do a flat d20 roll.
Okay.
Plus 10
Mhm.
to strength.
Mhm.
You know what? I could just. That's a 20 to hit.
You hit.
It says Javelin of Lightning. I did not attack with my Javelin of Lightning, but. Yeah.
Bonk.
What?
You are
Where
currently
are
back.
we?
Ludwig,
Where am
we've
I?
made it to the basement. You became Stroheim for a bit.
Who is this Stroheim?
Is you. Anyway,
Uh,
what is more important is that I need you to think.
oh.
And then I gesture
Hello, God.
to the mayor again.
Hello, God.
Make a wisdom save if you still think she's God. Because this could be problematic then.
17.
Okay. You still think she's God. You're not in shock, but God should probably not be bloodied on the floor.
Probably shouldn't.
Here,
You were
God,
saying?
Let me heal you, God.
All right.
Sometimes in D&D, gods get fucked up. People become gods. People destroy gods. It's a thing.
This is true.
Is she dead?
She's not dead.
Yes.
She's in a lot of pain, very clearly, and she seems to be very distressed.
As you would be.
Not because of the injuries, more because she has no idea where they took her.
I want to first heal her with a Cure Wounds level 5.
Okay.
That's 25 hit points.
She gasps for air as the bloodied wounds finally start to slow down their rate of bleeding, and she looks up, able to speak finally in a somewhat clear voice. Thank you. But you need to leave very quickly, otherwise this is going to be a catastrophe. I don't know.
But what is happening? But
I don't know what they took her for, but they seemed absolutely enraged. I think they blame her for the town being in the state that it is.
this is no good. This is not what we want to see.
I don't know what they were going to plan to do with her, but all I could hear was they need to punish the witch, and I'm in no state anymore to even move. I could barely protect this room.
Oh god. So we need to go save her, is what I am hearing.
Please, if you can, I don't think there are any more of those things in this room, at the very least. But whatever had attacked me from before, I don't know if it's still out there or not inside the hallways of the manor. Please be careful on your way back out.
Madam, I think you should come with us, at least to have us get you to a safe distance.
I'm afraid if I move from here, I'll probably bleed out.
I have guards and wards over your whole structure. So if we can get you to a room, you'll at least be safe.
Give me a persuasion. That's pretty solid.
That's a 21.
Okay. You do manage to convince her, but she's still unable to move herself.
That's fine. I'm gonna use a dimension door.
Okay. How far and in what direction? Describe to me where exactly you're putting her.
How many can it carry?
2.
Including me?
Yes, including me. However, I will allow you to, if you're carrying her, that counts as 1.
So, I'm gonna put my arm over her and kind of support her up, and I want to cast Dimension Door, and I want to teleport us to the 2nd floor.
Okay. Let's see. Dimension Door leads a maximum of 500 feet. All right. Give me a number. Anywhere from 1 to 500.
How far is it?
You'd have to make an insight for me to actually tell you.
Yeah.
8. You don't know how far you've been down here, for one thing. Second thing is, you do remember, though, that the floors of the manor are fairly tall. You'd surmise maybe 20 to 30 feet per floor.
Okay.
I'll say 300 feet.
Okay. So, you manage... Sorry?
That's pretty far down.
I'll say the obvious one would be up, because there's definitely no down. Because that would be bad.
I say,
but you managed to get all 3 of you. You managed to make a door to the top of the roof.
Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna head through?
Yep.
Deimos, you too?
Yeah, definitely going.
Okay. You manage to go through the door and escape to the rooftop. Upon which, I'd like you to make me a perception check.
Great. That's a 4.
You're looking the wrong direction.
That's a 7.
You are also looking the wrong direction. Fortunately, because you are both looking the wrong direction and Ludwig is carrying Aricia, who is looking
in the right direction.
Aricia's in the right direction, at least.
But she's blind.
But she is blind. He's just kind of listening as all of you can hear this. You hear shouting from the direction of the town square. You're not sure exactly who is talking, for obvious reason. But you hear Burn her! Make the witch pay! She brought all of this upon us. Dirty dark elf, I can't believe we trusted her, and a necromancer no less. If she dies, this all goes with her.
So, the next thing I want to do is I want to put Aricia down, and I want to make a second dimension door and teleport us down there.
Okay.
But, like, in front of Aricia, so they can't burn her.
In front of Aricia?
Yeah.
Or in front of Solani?
Sorry, in front of Solani.
Okay, it's a little bit too far for that, unfortunately. And could probably get you down to the ground, but that'd still be in front of the manor.
I'll get us down to the ground.
Okay. So you've left her safely up top. She is clinging to the rooftop, the shingles, and she's trying to listen in. Meanwhile, the both of you manage to get to the ground. All right. I will say, based on your perception from earlier, you still can't see. You can see the platform that Solani is on. They have a noose around her neck, as well as what looks like a funeral pyre. However, it's very difficult to see her from your angle, and there looks to be a lot of people in between you and her.
That's okay. I want to use my rampage ability.
Okay.
I want to... So I'm going to use a full movement, and I'm going to basically just kind of claw my way through the crowd.
Okay. Make me a... Make me a strength save as soon as you try to.
I don't need to, because I can phase through people.
No, I know. Make me a strength save as soon as you try to.
Okay.
Important question, too.
Yeah.
How far?
5.
Like, how big is the crowd?
The crowd looks to be... Yeah, there's about 200 feet worth of people in between you and the center of the platform.
I got a 5 as a strength save.
Okay. So as you attempt to go ahead and claw through the crowd, something feels like it stops your hand and is grabbing hold of it, but you cannot see it. Nothing else looks to be there besides people.
Can we feel it in our heart of hearts?
Ludwig can feel it in his hand of hands right now. Let me see how much damage this is actually going to do here. Let's see. You're taking 26 as your hand is crushed knuckles down, and your wiring starts to show. Not your wiring. Your copper starts to actually kind of crack and break.
Not in my physical body.
Oh.
Remember, I'm in my shadow body, and that would be my shadow hand, not my...
Okay. So your shadow hand starts to feel like it's corporeal. Yeah, it's a very weird feeling right now. Things should not be this way.
Kind of shadowy.
Mm-hmm. What is your response?
I'm gonna cast a firebolt.
I wanna run through the crowd and use my shadow to teleport to the other side, ideally.
Okay. I'll let you try and run through before Ludwig casts a shadow bolt, and you'll also have to make me a strength save.
That's fine.
Actually, instead of a firebolt, I'll just use a lightning bolt.
Okay.
Cut through as many people as I can.
Fair. What'd you get?
20.
Okay, let's see.
20 on not murdering everyone.
I got a 43 on murdering everyone.
Hold up. Let's see here. Okay, there we go. You manage to not get hurt as you start to charge. However, the second you do attempt to charge into the crowd, you feel as though you smacked straight square into a wall,
Of course.
and it almost feels like the wall is pushing back.
Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be easy?
No, why wouldn't it be easy? And you got 43 damage for the lightning bolt, right?
Yep.
Okay. Let me make a dex save here. I don't think this thing's dex is great. Okay. Not
I'm pretty
that.
sure their dex is bad.
There we go.
Hoping.
Oh, D20. Okay. What did it have to beat?
A dex save of 17.
Okay. It got a 10. So it is taking 43. And as you do hit it, and lightning flashes through the crowd in a large line towards the center, a lot of people do go up in flames, and it almost feels like the flames from the actual town and buildings are creeping closer, mind you. But you see that a large flash of blood and flesh also appears from your hand as a large shimmering object is apparently in front of you and Deimos, blocking your pathway between you, the crowd, and Solani. It is a massive, massive leg,
I thought you were gonna say boner. Okay, go on.
and staring down from above you is a large skull with horns, grinning viciously, and its head alone is about twice your size.
That's a big head.
And that's what she said.
All right. Roll for initiative.
Yeah, we're gonna have to at this point. Okay.
18.
Tell me we're not killing everyone.
We're killing everyone.
14.
Total and complete genocide.
They're not aggressive towards you, as I will say.
I
But
did it before, I'll do it again.
Murder everyone. You hobo.
It gets job done.
sometimes murder hobo is a good choice. This thing got a 8. So, can I get a counter, please?
Sure.
Okay, thank you. All right. This thing. Absolutely.
You said this thing.
This thing. It is true.
You didn't give me a name.
I'll give you a hint.
What is this thing meant to TPK us?
It's no. I mean, you could get past it, but no, this is not the thing that's supposed to TPK you.
I mean,
it sounds like you made an encounter just for that.
this is more the thing that's supposed to just TP us.
Sounds about right. Absolutely. Toilet paper all over you. But let's see here.
Oh no, not my stocks.
It has
What about the bonds?
a black floating crown above its head. That's the hint you get. So, what's your plan of attack?
Whose turn? Oh, it's mine.
Who's that Pokemon?
So I can see this thing, right?
Yeah, and it looks like a hollow from Bleach.
Ooh, goody.
Trying to figure out how best to fight this.
It's about the size of, yeah, a giant or a Menos Grande. That sounds about right. Good comparison.
I guess we're just gonna fucking murder it.
You gotta try. Or you can do something else. It's up to you. Take your pick.
I'm gonna hit it with a. So let's see. Bonus action.
Hit it with a bonus action.
Yeah, I'm gonna materialize its left leg.
Okay.
I'm gonna make
It is
that
nice and
fucker
heavy.
200 pounds.
You know, in comparison to its actual body size, 200 pounds probably isn't that heavy.
Doesn't feel that heavy.
And next, I'm gonna hit it with a sacred flame.
Okay. That's radiant, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Needs to make a dex save.
Mm-hmm. All right, big boy. Give me a good deck save. And that 20 deck save. Beautiful. I'll
That
take it.
is a good deck save.
So would it just take half damage?
I think, isn't Sacred Flame a cantrip or no?
Yes.
Yeah.
I
It
think
doesn't
it
take damage.
any damage.
Cantrips are all or nothing.
Yeah, I think it doesn't take any damage. That's right. Okay. Okie
Yeah.
dokie. All right. Is that your action then? Good.
Yep, that's my full action.
Okay. Deimos.
How far is it from me?
Hmm?
How far is it from me?
Oh, it's right in front of you.
It's immediately in front of me.
At least your leg is. Its leg is.
I mean, how thick is its leg?
3 tree trunks.
3 tree trunks.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna summon my shadow on the other side of its leg,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to attack it. Can I see the actual being on the other side? Like, would my shadow be able to attack the actual being, or?
Oh no, it's very tall. It's standing straight upright.
Okay.
So you can attack its legs. That's all you got, unless you got ranged.
That's why I'm. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can aim at its face.
All right. I'm going to. Is it within 60 feet for the only?
Let's see, how tall are you?
If not, if I can't hit its face, I can hit its stomach.
I'd say it's about 150 feet tall. So you might be able to aim at like its stomach or its hip.
Okay. I can work with that. I can work with that.
Okie dokie.
Yeah. So I'm gonna aim at its stomach because I want to cut its guts open.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go and just 3 shockwaves immediately.
Okay.
That's a 29 to hit. Jesus.
21,
21 to hit. And another 29 to hit.
So 29, 21, 29?
Yes. I don't know if my tattoo is still up, right? No.
Which tattoo?
It's not. The tattoo I used last time. It only lasts a minute.
Yeah, I don't think it would be up. All right.
Good news is I am below half health, so I do extra cold damage.
Yep.
So let's see. I get to reroll 2 of those.
And all the radiant will be a crit. So
Yeah, 3, 30 radiant damage on the first swing, and 8 cold.
Okay, so 38, and Ludwig hit me before for 49, I think it was.
Yep.
Okay.
Just note this is 30 radiant before it's doubled. So
Right. Oh, it's 30 before it's doubled.
yeah, and this
Tatum.
is 31 before it's doubled.
Okay.
For the second hit.
Give me a total.
6 cold. Okay, I'm gonna do that. So 30, 31, 61 times 2, 122, plus 16 cold so far. Hold on, I'm not done yet. I have one more attack. I've been high rolling on my damage, apparently.
Oh no, I appreciate this. This is fine.
Holy shit. Wow. Holy shit. That's 1, 4, 5, 4 5s, and a 6. 35. Okay, whoa. So 17 cold damage. Jesus, hold on. It was 31, 30, and 35. So that's 96 times 2, 192 radiant. 17 cold.
All right. Between both of you, that's a metric ass ton of damage.
Yes, a metric ass ton. That's exactly how you should describe it.
It crouches down as you slash it across its stomach and chest, and it lets out what you think is a wail at first. It just echoes across the entire town, sending shivers up the spines of the onlookers who are below. But they still don't seem to stop their ceremony. Meanwhile, this creature is starting to fall backwards, but the wail has turned into a bit of a laugh, a bit of a cackle, as its stomach just flays open, and the torso half of it falls backwards on top of the crowd, sending off another flood of black fluid like you saw down in the bottom of the labyrinth. And out from it flows another 5 potions, as well another, let's say another 6 Macrosians. And what are you? A very familiar looking creature. It looks like a massive shambling corpse that has been stitched together.
Kinky.
Make a history check.
Yeah, that sounds familiar to the thing that was sitting under the town. That's a 3.
Deimos don't know.
Deimos don't know. I know, but Deimos don't know. Sad.
So whose turn is it now?
Oh, he wants a history check.
Oh. $23.
Okay. You recognize that the creature that has erupted from the massive beast before you is what looks like the same creature as would attack the town in your proper time. The one that Nina had made. In fact, it's stitch for stitch. As the giant topples over, many of the onlookers do die, but as this round of combat has ended, the people are getting more and more enraged as this creature has fallen on top of them, and they have already set the pyre ablaze as the Macrosians charge towards you. What are you going to do now since it's your turn? Hmm? Well, tell me what you're gonna do, and then I'll need you to make saves for the Macrosians, their auras. Ludwig?
I was just gonna cast a firebolt.
At what?
One of the Macrosians.
dead.
Okay. Give me a hit roll.
26.
Definitely hits.
16.
How many of them are still there?
There are 6, but they're kind of spread out. They're not all in one place.
16 for damage.
Okay. You manage to send a hurling mote of fire right at its face, and it does reel back. You've definitely done some good damage to it.
No.
Before the end of your... Yes?
What did you want me to roll?
Before the end of your turn, I'd like a Constitution save.
9.
Okay. Well, this is gonna hurt. Taking 22 from being in its vicinity.
And what damage type is that?
That is... Where are you? That is necrotic.
I'm resistant.
Good. And every time you start your turn in its shroud, which you have to be careful on where you actually step here because there's multiple, you'll have to make that save. All right. Is that your turn? Or are you gonna move, or?
So I just used an action, right?
Yes.
Okay. As a bonus action, I want to toss a keg bomb.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll for damage.
Mm-hmm.
16 d8. 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to try to aim it so it's gonna hit as many of them as possible.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
They're hit for 95 explosive damage.
Okay. Along with the one you already hit, 3 other Macrosians are sent flying to the opposite direction of the crowd, all 3 of which do look dead. The last one... Actually, all 4 of them look dead, so that leaves 2 between... standing between you and the actual platform.
Did I kill any of the people?
You blew up a giant hole, yes.
Okay.
A lot.
That ends my turn.
Okay. Demo.
You really need to go take care of that. I'm gonna say, how many Macrosians are left? You said there's 1 left.
2.
2.
Mm-hmm.
This is something I've wanted to do for a while, and I don't know if it's the best option. I know it isn't the best option, but I've been wanting to use it since I got it. Are they in a line, perchance?
I'll say yes, actually.
Great. I'm gonna throw my Javelin of Lightning.
Good
as
choice.
my first attack.
Okay.
I haven't actually used it yet, and it's not necessarily a refilling thing. So, that's 17 to hit.
You hit.
All right, and they need to make dex saves.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, one got an 8, the other one got a 18 plus 3. So that was 21. One of them made it, one of them didn't.
10 plus 15, that's 25 damage, 10 piercing, 15 lightning.
Okay.
Which one was the one that was in front, the closest to me?
The one that didn't make it.
Okay, great. So that one takes the full 25, the other one takes half of the 15. So,
Okay.
7?
Half
Right?
of 15. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, great. And that's just going to be the first hit.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm just going to swing more of my... Oh, that's not what I want to do. That's a 12 to hit. I don't think that hits.
No. Unfortunately.
That's a 23 to hit.
So you do hit. Which one are you aiming at? The one in front or the one in back?
The one in front that I already hit.
Okay.
And I'm just going to try to burn it to the ground. And that didn't... Wow. Fuck. Hold on. I have to re-roll 4 dice. Jesus. Total of 5 there. 13. Okay, so that's 30 damage radiant.
Nice. Okay. So this Macrosian has just erupted into a small pillar of light and dust.
Yeah, and the one behind it just barely got touched by lightning damage, and I look at it with murderous intention in my eye.
It grins back at you as the giant cloud of darkness kind of emanating from it starts to sink into your flesh like nails. Give me another Constitution save.
That's an 11. The worst roll I've had so far.
All right, so that would be 46. Boop, boop, boop.
Shit.
And you're taking
not used to that.
19 damage.
Mm-hmm.
That would be it. That's the end of your turn, right?
I believe so. I'm gonna summon my shadow in front of it.
Okay.
Yeah, holy shit. I actually got hit. Oh, I can use... Nah, it's not worth my legendary resistance. Go on.
The Macrosian grins as you have struck it, and it turns around hissing and smiling away as it sees that the pyre has started to creep out over the platform and is currently kind of grasping at Solani's feet. She is awake and conscious and screaming in peril, completely in tears as the people who once, did appreciate and love her are now setting her ablaze. But they are all notably red-eyed, as if they're being controlled. Now, for its turn, let's see here. All right, Death Throws. You're gonna have to make me... Wait a minute. Okay. It's going to charge at you and hit you, attempt to strike at you with a multi-attack. Okay. Let me see. Boop, boop. Okay, the second one is a 6, and I don't think that hits, but the first one is a 19 plus 7, so that's a 26. Deimos?
Yeah, sorry. 26 would definitely hit.
Okay.
I have an 18 AC, so you said the first one was 16?
The first one's a 6.
Oh, it was just a 6. No, definitely no. No way in hell.
But, some bad news. That's a 2d10 plus 3. That is 12 damage, so that's not too bad. But that is a strength drain of 1d4 plus 1. So you're drained by 4.
So -4 strength.
Mm-hmm.
And how much hit points did you say?
12.
12.
You will never save her in time. Master will be very pleased.
Master will be very pleased about your death. I agree. You seem to be incompetent.
All right. Back up to the top of this roster. Oh, wait. My cadaver. That's right. I forgot about you. All right, good boy. So the Colossus is going to stomp as hard as he can on the ground, and the ground actually ruptures, sending large blocks of concrete out, flashing over not only the people in the crowd and crushing many of them, but also over towards you and Ludwig. I'd like you both to give me a strength save.
Great. That's a 28.
You're good. Ludwig?
Nat 1.
You are now
I am what?
You're prone.
From that 1, 2 of all things.
At least it's better than taking the damage. Let's see. For its actual action, it's going to use its multi-attack. And that would be... Okay. Ranged attack. So it's going to start hurling large corpses at Ludwig. 3 of them, to be precise. That'd be 17.
Is it dark out?
Is it dark out?
Yep.
Yes.
As a reaction, can I hide?
Huh. I think hide is an action, right?
But I have the ability that if I'm in dim or darkness that I can hide.
Okay.
As a reaction?
If it explicitly states that you can do it as a reaction, then that's fine, but...
I'll roll stealth.
Okay.
It's part of the
golem.
Shadow Golem. 21.
Yeah. Okay. You do manage to obscure yourself decently. This thing does have the ability to see in the dark, though, so I will say you're increased by 4 AC for this. That seems fair. So it's 3 attacks, though.
Advantage. Okay.
Wait, what?
Usually it's advantage or disadvantage.
Okay, so I'll say it has disadvantage for this. That's better. That's much better. So first attack definitely doesn't hit. Second attack does not hit. Third one is nat 20 and an 18 plus... What is the thing here? The modifier is a 14. Okay, yeah, that definitely hits. Holy fuck nuggets. Okay, so it's 48 plus 9. And 2d8. Okay, so that's 33 plus 9 would be 42. 42 damage.
Okay.
That's rough.
Good thing he stealthed.
Would have been higher if he wasn't.
Yeah, that was one attack.
That's fair. I'm not looking great, by the way.
Are you not?
No, I'm at 36.
You've got more than enough.
This is the lowest I've been this whole campaign.
Good. Not too bad for a last session if I'm pushing you a little bit. This is fine.
I'm actually... Do I have my...
No, you used your second wind already.
Yeah, I did. Shit.
Yeah, you used it last time.
I do have my action surge though, so.
You do. But back up to the top. Ludwig.
So, am I able to get up from my prone? Does that cause an action or what?
It costs 5 feet.
Oh, that's easy as fuck because I'm not moving.
Mm-hmm.
How many Macrosians are left?
1.
Nice.
As well as the corpse colossus that just hit you.
Ugh. I want to throw 1 bottle of the night liquor on it.
Okay.
So it's gonna take 30 damage.
Mm-hmm.
And it's covered in alcohol. That's
Okay.
my bonus action.
Fair. All right.
And as my main action, is it wearing any metal by chance?
No. These things are naked.
He's too big.
I'm gonna hit it
He
with a
doesn't need metal.
firebolt.
Hitting it with firebolt? Okay. And it would be vulnerable, covered in alcohol. So, give me a crit.
Oh, it would just auto crit?
Yep.
Okay. That's a 30 fire damage then.
Okay. You set it ablaze, and as you do, the fire seems to dissipate the giant cloud of darkness that was surrounding both of you as it falls to its knees and then erupts into cinders. Is that your turn?
Yep.
All right. Deimos,
Mm-hmm.
we're clear of Macrosians. What are you going to do?
Well, I've got to kick down this fucking Colossus now, don't I?
Okay.
Almost killed Ludwig. Someone is very ready for me, apparently. Sending 2 at us.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I'm gonna just murk it right here, right now. I'm not gonna hold back.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do 18 plus 10, that's 28. 16 to hit, does that hit?
No.
Alright. 15 doesn't hit then. Okay, this is shitty. I wanted to murk it, not lightly touch it. 31. That's 34 radiant damage. Hold on, let me... On the 1 hit, and then it doubles, right?
Mm-hmm.
So 68 radiant, 5 cold, and I'm gonna action surge because I missed 2 of my attacks like a dumbass for some reason.
Okay.
And I don't want to miss my attacks, which means 24 to hit.
Hits.
That's a fucking nat 1, Jesus. And then 19 to hit.
Does not hit.
19 doesn't hit?
Nope.
I got 2 attacks in out of fucking 6. This is insane. Hold on. I rolled like shit. 29 radiant,
Okay.
which gets doubled again, and 2 cold. So a total 7 cold plus 34 and 29, so that's 63. So 126 radiant and 7 cold.
So
Overall.
you slash at the Colossus repeatedly, and although only 2 of your hits actually hit, you have brought it to its knees. Its stitched up flesh is pulsing and seething as it almost crumples in front of you, and you realize it doesn't seem expressly aggressive to you, despite you having slashed it to pieces.
To me, in particular.
Yes.
Considering it almost murdered Ludwig.
Mhm.
That's interesting to know. So, it respects the strength. That's what I'm hearing.
Make an insight.
That's what Deimos would believe.
Mm-hmm. Unless you...
That's an 18 insight.
Something about the Colossus's face almost feels very familiar. Although it looks like the creature that Nina had made, it almost looks like it has more of a mind.
More mind, less matter.
It's not... Whereas Nina made her child, basically, reviving her this way, this seems more familiar to you. And
No,
it's not in a good way.
Well,
it can't be Sapphire. And it's not in a good way.
whose turn is it?
I'm sorry, that was mean.
It would be the Colossus's turn.
Do I think I would recognize it?
You hit an 18, so I'd say you at least recognize the feeling.
Would it remind me of home?
Yes.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, no.
And as you make this realization, you hear vicious cackling. It sounds very much like Skull Kid from Majora's Mask level cackling in your ears.
Oh, God, it's lacked it in.
And you realize that it's not only been composed of many individual humans, but also has very many Minotaur-like features. And with the 18, I'll even go a little further and say you recognize not only Lactidin, but pretty much all your siblings, including the rest of Obsidiamos.
This is fucked up. So you're saying the whole farm is right here?
Uh-huh.
And I almost killed it.
Uh-huh.
God damn you.
It is whimpering and tearing up. It can't bring itself to hit you, but it's very clearly being pulled at the strings by something else.
Why would you do this to me?
You're welcome.
On the last session, must you traumatize me more?
Absolutely. That's the plan. And with this round of combat over, the flames finally climb over Solani's legs and seethe up over her chest, inflaming her entire face and head, and you hear not screams, although it looks like she is screaming. It's completely silent. You hear what sound like inaudible, intelligible whispers coming from all around. Both of you do. It seems like it's either in a language you don't understand, or it's just manic. It's hard to tell, but it almost looks like it's speaking to someone. I'd like you both to make an insight.
Mm-hmm. It's a 2.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's my mother's.
Yeah, based on how much trauma you have, you probably think it is your mother's.
Okay,
Fuck.
what did you say to roll?
Insight.
10.
You have a slightly better idea than Deimos. You know that it's definitely not earthly, and you can tell that it seems to be talking to Solani, who is currently burning alive.
Is it deep speech?
Celestial.
Fuck me.
But as the whispers start to die down, Solani, her head drops down as if she is either died or gone unconscious amidst the flame, and the ground begins to shake extremely violently as it starts to break underneath the pyre itself and fall into the earth. Bodies of people just being dragged into this giant hole as it starts to creep towards you with the falling land. I'd like you both to make a dex save for how fast you can get the fuck out of here.
That sounds about right. Deimos is gonna be crying.
Yeah.
I got a 23.
That's a nat 20. Oh, I also got a 23.
You both got 23? All right. You both have
It was a nat 20 though, just no.
beautiful. You know what? I'll be nice. Because you also got a nat 20, I'll say that not Ludwig, Deimos is so emotionally charged right now with this realization that he grabs hold of the corpse that has been mangled together and starts running with it towards Ludwig, and both of you manage to make it to safety, clinging to the front steps of the manor as everything starts to crumble beneath the actual pyre that's in the middle of the town square. And you can see that Solani has fallen directly into the large pool of water located behind the clinic that she worked in.
Can I try something?
Okay.
Can I use a dimension door like I used on the monster?
To do
Put
what?
it below her, open it, and then stick it into the hotel?
Too far, too fast.
Is it though?
It's all happening at once, plus you're also trying to make a dex save to run for your life.
I can always use my ring of evasion.
True. I'll give you that part.
Which just succeeds.
I will give you that part. However, I would say that she is also falling in such a way that it's simply just too fast and too much going on for you to get an accurate dimension door, because there's a lot of other bodies falling too.
I could also pull a ninja and just hop on down there and hop back up, because, you know, ring of evasion if
I think ring of evasion only works once, doesn't it?
Nope, I got 3 charges.
Okay. You can try.
I want to try to hop on down ninja style and go grab her.
Okay. So you manage to save yourself. That's one. The second one, I will have you do. I would have had you get through the rock fall, and she has fallen into the water though, because there's no land around her. Do you want to try and go in after her? Is the question.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't need to breathe.
All right.
Breathing is
You jump into the water after her. Deimos, what are you doing?
I mean, I was dragging the bodies, right?
Yes, you managed to get the corpse minotaur thing away from falling into the pit.
That's pretty much my plan now. Try to save it, at least the closest thing I can get to it.
It is also currently unconscious.
That's fine.
Okay.
Try to to not let it die.
So you've managed to bring it over to the edge here. Are you just going to sit here and defend it then?
That's the plan.
Okie dokie. So Ludwig dives in after, and you feel like you're being watched as all of the plants turn towards Solani, and the whispers grow louder and louder, and I'd like you to make a wisdom save while you're in here.
All of us?
No, just him, because he's in the water.
21.
Okay. You hear nothing. You just see that the plants are actually turning towards her. Like, very clearly.
Am I able to grab her yet?
You reach out for her, but strangely enough, your hand almost seems to phase through her. As if, like, ghost touching human. Or, in your case, you should be able to still do this, but it still goes straight through her.
I have one last trick up my sleeve.
Okay.
I want to use Ubiquity of the Shadow and absorb her body.
Fuck.
Okay. Let's see.
That's a new trick.
No, it's been a trick I've had.
This is true. Just had this as an option. In which case, I'd like you... this is a fun one.
Because it would take her into me, and anything that tries to
This
harm
is true.
has to go through the Shadowfell.
I'd like you to make one more wisdom save then. This will be interesting.
15.
This is gonna suck. Alright. So you manage to take her body into you. However, the second that you do, you are met with a booming voice that it sounds extremely displeased. It sounds unintelligible like the whispers do, but in a completely different format. As if every syllable coming out of its mouth, so to speak, is madness-inducing. How dare you steal my vessel? Do you think a simple shade, such as yourself, can stop a god?
Apparently, yes.
Yeah.
So that wisdom save is gonna hurt. Well, probably a little bit. Plus, you also made it mad. So, that is 33 damage to start off with for this turn. I will say you are holding on to Solani still by keeping her inside, but whatever it is that you have upset seems to be continuously trying to repossess her.
Okay, so first off, how much damage am I taking?
33.
33. What damage types are these?
Psychic.
Are there any conditions to it?
The only condition being that you have her in your possession, otherwise he would leave you alone. But you are currently slowed as well. So do with that as you will.
Okay, next up, I'm going to use Dimension Door to boot myself 500 feet back to where I came from.
Okay. As you do, you are able to open up the dimension door. However, the light has faded from the plants. And as you manage to get through it and pop yourself back out, you notice that Solani is also glowing from within you. And also, you're spat back out right next to Deimos.
Okay. So Deimos would see in front of him like this, kind of like almost portal to the Shadow Realm, as like a figure of the Shadow Golem, but like on the inside, like there's just like this portal that's like edged out around my body.
Basically.
It's constantly shimmering.
Mm-hmm. A nice solid description there. It looks to be humanoid in shape. It looks like Solani is glowing from within you. You don't know why. And you're also in a lot of pain.
Oh no, pain. My worst nightmare.
Yes. Unless you're a BDSM fanatic.
Now we need to go back to Emma's shop, Deimos. Let's go.
You physically cannot move right now. Letting you
Me?
know. No. Ludwig. He can't move.
Am I going to have to carry you? Because you said let's go, but then you couldn't move.
Why can't I move?
Mixture of the pain that you're feeling right now, as well as what feels like your whole body is strung out and incapacitated, like something is chained and bound you.
So what I want to do is, since it's a direct portal to the Shadow Fae, I want to think about the Raven Queen and see if I can make my portal go there at her castle.
You can make it lead there. That's fair. But you're not directly going into it, so...
Deimos, can you carry me to Bema's shop?
I can do this. If this is what you need, I can do this for you.
Athletics, please.
Oh, wait, never mind. I can just use my artifacts.
That's a 14 on athletic. Wait, I did acrobatics. You know what? It's a 22 on athletics. Sorry.
Return. Just rotor of return, if I'm not mistaken, is 15 seconds, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, recall code would only work if you set Bema's shop already as like the waypoint.
I did.
Did you?
You did.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit. Okay. So he poofed back to Bema's shop. Deimos, make an insight if you understood what happened. Doesn't have to be a good one because it's your ally. So
It's an 8.
okay, thank you.
Like, okay, I guess he didn't need me to carry him.
Yeah. And at least he told you, he wanted to go to Bema's shop. So you'd assume, based on the information you know, that's probably where he went. Probably.
Possibly.
Maybe.
Who knows?
Are you going to leave your brother in here? Are you going to take them with you?
I'm going to take all of them with me.
Okay. Give me another athletics then.
Damn it. That's a 29 this time.
Beautiful. You managed to put them on your back without an issue, and in a mixture of sadness, rage, and confusion, you are galloping back towards Bema's shop
Apparently.
without much issue.
Dear Bema, I need some help.
Dear Bema, I am not Bema.
What in the fuck did you do?
Call it an ability I have.
And what is that inside of you?
A person.
Who?
Solani.
Oh, fucking hell. Fine.
Something wants to possess her, and I saved her. And now this god is angry at me.
Fuck all of you messing with gods. Damn it.
We didn't try to mess with God. God messed with us.
I don't want to hear it, cow. She just throws the door open and just flings Ludwig inside. In. Now.
I can't move.
I know.
No,
She's talking to Deimos.
Oh, I come.
She's got angry mom vibe right now.
It seems like it.
I am currently petrified.
You're lucky we consider you friends, firstly. I don't know what state you've put her in, but whatever. Whatever is trying to possess her doesn't appear to be willing to stop at any point. You're going to have to either appease it or influence it with a stronger power.
I wanna eject Solani out of the doorstep of the Raven Queen's castle.
Okay. So you've dropped her in front of the Raven Queen's castle.
The next thing I want to do is I want to go out of this shadow form and use a shadow walk and boot myself back into the Shadow Fae.
Okay. Deimos, are you going through the portal too?
I mean, I'm gonna try to. Why are we going to Shadowfang?
I don't know.
I'm gonna just grab him and be like, zoop.
But my siblings.
They're unconscious. They'll be fine. Meanwhile, Dolan's just staring at the massive shambling corpse that's inside their house. It's like, fuck do I do with this?
Not die, maybe.
And we're gonna do a quick cutscene wipe back to you guys in the Shadow Fae. What are you doing?
I want to pick up Solani.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to enter the castle.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So, do I see the bone guy again?
Yes.
Hello, dear sir. We've come back, and I need to get to the queen as fast as possible.
Why have you brought an emissary of Solaris in here? Oh, goodness gracious.
Because I want to bind her to this place, or at least strike a deal with the Raven Queen to maybe save her.
Alright, let me roll a d20 really quick. Alright. Hot fucking shit, okay. Got a nat 20 in favor of you guys, so you have a little time. I'll say that the being in the Shadow Fae has slowed down the process quite a bit, simply because this is the Raven Queen's domain. It's in the domain of another god entirely. Lucius escorts both of you quickly through the hallways and up through the maze. He borrows the artifacts and ends up putting all three of you into the throne room of the Raven Queen.
For my fair lady, we have returned.
I see.
I am in need of your assistance once more.
In getting up.
Sounds like a yes.
Yes.
She makes a grab for you first.
Oh no.
And picks you upright. Well, I've now righted you. And she just puts you back down, actually standing upright again, like a doll.
She's now righted us?
He was just kind of flopped down on the ground because he couldn't move, right? So he's just kind of propped her back. She's just kind of propped him back up. Is that all?
No.
You should really get that checked here.
It appears that this woman has been trying to get possessed by a god. And because of that, I was wondering if you could maybe, if we could strike a deal to maybe save her or bring her to your domain or...
A deal? Interesting. What did you have in mind?
Well, as a god, for one soul as another, I thought if I pledged myself to you, or at least pledged my soul under you, that would be payment or toll enough to bring her to at least be safe here, or to not be under Solaris any longer.
I mean, she is a Shadow Fae. She was bound to be here anyway. However, another mouth to feed is not more than a nuisance. That being said, I would prefer her being here. I just... Giving the middle finger to a god of death.
Suitable.
Not highest prerogative on my list. Give me a persuasion check. Both of you.
25.
19.
Okay.
Not the worst thing I wrote.
Yeah, you both scored rather well. All right. Well, let's say that I do find some room in my castle. A single soul would not outscale incurring the wrath of another god, especially not one that deals with the balance between life and death. So, do you have anything else you'd like to offer?
What if we kill this god?
Now, there's a thought. But in which case, I would say neither of you, as you are anyway, would be any shape to fight a god like Solaris. However, if I took you under myself and granted you a blessing, perhaps you would be a suitable match. So here is the deal I'm willing to strike. I will take her and forcibly evict Solaris from his beloved vessel. In exchange, both of you stay here, receive my blessing along with her, and you go deal with that monstrosity yourselves.
Can do.
Okay.
I can try.
She snaps her fingers, and suddenly the portal itself that you had made closes entirely. You now no longer have the ability to pass back and forth between worlds, for one thing. You are now completely and utterly tethered to the Shadowfae.
God damn it. And my
And
siblings?
did you want to bring that up?
Are they in the shadow flame?
Nope.
They are not. Um, you could say something if you were thinking of it. If Deimos was thinking of it.
I would be if I found out my siblings were all, fucked.
Okay.
Yeah.
In fact, I'll say, as you're now denizens of the Shadowfell, she can more or less read your thoughts. Are you concerned about the fate of your brethren?
Of course I am. They almost died. I almost killed. I
Oh
don't-
no. Believe me, they're dead.
What?
They've been dead for quite some time, you see.
Who the hell did this?
That is fortunately a tale for another time. However, I will do you a favor. And she just waves her hand off the side of the throne room and reaches into what looks like a very dark hole. And same way as Ludwig, drags out the massive stitched corpse of your siblings and gently hands it to you.
This is sad.
So I wonder if we're just getting booted to level 20 and then we're off to fight.
You're getting booted to level 20, yes, but I'm going to conclude the session.
Oh, this is the last one, though.
Mm-hmm.
Can't we just have the fight?
Nope.
Like, take a few minutes to boot to level 20 and then do the fight?
What I'll do is I'll boot you both to level 20, for one thing. Okay? And I will keep that fight, specifically for you two, for later. So this is officially the end of the campaign.
Well, shit.